All right, everybody. Well, I've decided the conditions are just about perfect for me to lay down in the snow and kind of gauge where I'm at with my cold conditioning. Now, if anybody's been watching my channel, you know that I take cold showers fairly regularly, and I like to be outside and do things with minimal clothing on just to get used to the cold. So I'm going to try this out. Never done it before, see how it works. All right, just so I let everybody know the sort of safety stuff that I have set up here. I'm about maybe a fifth of a mile away from my car, and I have a lot of warm clothes on, so when I get out of this I can put all my warm clothes back on. I have my little bench here, I have my hot coffee, I have some other stuff here. What I'm going to be wearing is just these little gym shorts, and just going to lay down in the snow till I can't lay down anymore. All right, so it is 27 degrees, real feel 23. 1:51 p.m. here in Anoka. Time to take some clothes off and hang out in the snow. All right, here goes. So, kind of marked off exactly where I can lay down, and it's pretty deep, so I'm just gonna fall right down. And actually, I'm gonna dig a little hole here. Get in here. There we go. Nice and fluffy. Set my other camera up over here. There we go. Hopefully that records it too. And I'll just lay right down. Wiggle right in. So, as you can see, not really covered up, but still pretty good. It's definitely cold. Now, getting undressed was kind of different. Now, I'm not covered. I guess I could put snow on top a little bit. As much as I can. There we go. Whew. It's not so bad. It's cold. Now, I'm not totally under the snow, so it's kind of hard because there's a thick layer of, icy, snowy, whatever, so I had to bust through that. Now, obviously, my back is much colder than my chest and stuff. It's not that bad. Here we go. Nestle my head in there. There we go. Like I said, what does it say? It was 27 degrees. Real feel 23. That's not bad. There we go. Now, I know when I'm camping, like I recently went on an overnight, I was cold even under my sleeping bag. I didn't have any sort of bough bed or anything that I made. So I was cold a little bit underneath, where the ground was. So I didn't have much insulation. Not cold, I wasn't cold all night. I was cold, later on in the evening or early in the morning. This actually isn't too bad. I wish my arms could go underneath here. I guess I could go like that. Some more on me. There we go. Now, there's no way I'm going to go underwater for something like this. There's no way. Not unless I have somebody around to watch, make sure everything's okay. There's a weird feeling that you get when you take a cold shower. You get to around the 11-minute mark. It's like it's a weird little time, at least for me. It's like your body kind of, it doesn't, accepting is not a good word, and resigning is not a good word. It's sort of, it's like it comes to an understanding with the cold. And at that point, there's almost a feeling like you could just stay in there indefinitely. It sounds weird, but there's almost that feeling now. There's my other camera right here. Hi, other camera. That's not a very good angle, but oh well. Yeah, I hope this is getting this. It's not like I can get up and look, and I didn't turn the thing to look. I almost feel like I could take a little nap. The sun is very warm on my skin. I think visually, when you're watching videos like this, it just looks cold, you know? And I will admit, getting cold on your head and your face is a lot different than getting cold anywhere else on your body. You get cold on your hands and your toes, you know, you're cold and there's nothing you can do, but it doesn't seem to get right into your brain as easily as your face. I mean, obviously, when you get cold fingers, you know, they're cold. Like right now, my fingers are wet and whatever, and it's windy, and it's you know, chilly. I think subjectively right now, if someone were to ask me if I'm cold, I would say no. Overall, no, I'm not cold. There are parts of my body that are feeling a cold sensation, like my fingertips, but overall, you know, I'm not cold. Now, obviously I'm moving around a little bit, so I'm not just laying here, but most of that is because I'm not comfortable. My back is down into this depression, but my arms are up like this. So I think at this point, this is when I say, all right, anybody watching my channel, if you want to, you can go ahead and try this too. I'm not going to do it a challenge or whatever, but you know, you can go ahead and try it. Now, let me put some on my legs here. On my feet. There we go. Put more up here. Right up here. Now, it would be nice if I had someone to shovel snow on me, and I feel like it would be more complete. Because in a way, I feel like I'm cheating because I'm getting the rays of the sun on my skin. This is definitely a different sensation than taking a cold shower. Obviously, the temperature of the snow is a lot colder. I don't think I've taken a 32-degree shower before. I think the coldest I've ever gone was maybe 42. But it's a different feeling. I'm not as enveloped as I am in a shower. Now, I'd imagine if I was down there in the Rum River, it would be, you know, a lot colder than a shower. I don't know if it would feel colder than this, I'm sure. This is going to sound weird, but this is almost comfortable. I could almost take a nap here. Now, if anybody's interested in cold conditioning and adapting your body to cold. You know, there's all sorts of different YouTube channels and resources you can use. I think the best one that I see that is a legitimate, the guy's for real, is Rewild University, and the individual's name is Kenton, and he has a couple videos out there on YouTube that are unbelievable. I mean, unbelievable, unless you know him. He does one video where he is overnight in winter, you know, out in the wilderness, and he's wearing nothing but like a loincloth, which is the equivalent of, say, I don't know, thin underwear, I guess. He starts fires, and he lasts the entire night in winter, overnight, like pretty much naked. And then the other one that he does, which is even more impressive, I think, is he does a submersion, then an overnight. So he falls into a body of water in winter and rescues himself, does a self-rescue, and then warms himself up, makes a fire, and then stays overnight. It's unbelievable. It's beyond anything I've ever seen. Now, I know there's Wim Hof out there. Wim Hof is, you know, he's conditioned his body to the point where not only can he, you know, last in the cold, he can thrive in the cold and do different athletics things and stuff in the cold and whatever. But Kenton's videos are extremely powerful. So watch those videos if you're interested in cold conditioning. Now, my own thing, how I kind of got, I don't know, not involved or interested is, one day I think I was watching something on, I don't know what it was, but I saw somebody talked about a cold shower and the benefits of a cold shower. So I said, I'll try it out. And I took like a 5-minute shower. And then quickly it went from 5 minutes to, well, I didn't time the first couple ones, but then I did start timing them. And I thought, oh, I'm doing 5 minutes. Then I said, let me try 7. And then eventually it got to where I was doing 10-minute cold showers pretty regularly. And then I realized, you know, at that point I'm just doing them just to make them last, because I usually don't take a 10-minute regular shower, you know, in my real life, in my regular day-to-day life. Now, I'm not covering my head. Honestly, it's hard. It's hard to cover your head in cold. It's hard in the shower, too, to keep the cold water on your head. It's just really hard. And, of course, my arms aren't covered. I wish the snow was more powdery. But we had, recently we had a melt. So things melted and then froze, and then we had more snow. But I thought that this might be the very last chance I'd get to get out here and do this before the snow melts, and then maybe next year. I don't have a watch, so I don't know how long this is going. It feels like, what does this feel like? This feels like the 6.5 minute mark right here. Might be a little off. Feels like 6, maybe 6.5 minutes. Now, the reason I keep moving my head like this is because the snow is not contoured. There we go. That's better. That's a lot better. There we go. There we go. Now the wind is blowing snow on me from the trees and everything. And I'm not moving around to stay warm. I'm moving around to get more snow on me. Now, as far as breathing or anything, I don't do anything special. I just breathe. And I think one of the individuals that I saw on one of Rewild University's videos, one of the students, one of the Forest Monk students, a guy named Hunter, very impressed with this young man as far as his cold conditioning. He described it. He described it, I think, almost perfectly. He said, you just don't think about it. You just put it out of your mind. You don't think about the cold. You just put it out of your mind. I think it's like anything. If you don't think about it, it won't really affect you that much. Now, does that sound naive? Or does that sound foolhardy? Possibly. But I'm not shivering. You know, I can feel the sensations. If I didn't feel cold, like on my fingers, if I didn't feel the sensations, if I was numb, then I know there'd be a problem, but I feel fine. Now the back of my head is starting to get cold. From the warmth of my head, I believe it's melting some of the snow, and then the water, there's a plane overhead. Anyway, and then the water on the back is touching the snow, so it's kind of cold that way. Now they always say, like, in the winter you don't want to overexert yourself to get sweaty. So you don't want to get, you know, sweaty and then you'll get cold. Well, you know, I'm not sweaty. There we go, that's better. There we go. That's a lot better. It's weird I say it's better, but it just feels more uniform, I guess, is the way to put it. I think I'm gonna try to sneak up over here and reach my camera. There we go, got it. Okay, got it. All right, so now I got this other angle, that's cool. Oh, there's the other angle right here. Put it right here. I guess I could look at my camera, see how long it's been going. Let's see. 16 minutes? Okay. Boy, I was way off. Or maybe did I start it before no. I think I'll just hang out here then. I got plenty of time. So yeah, so I gotta admit, I thought that this would be colder. Now, like I said, it's 27 degrees outside, so it's not like it's, you know, unbearably cold. But I really thought this would be colder. There we go. Even my hands aren't cold now. Maybe I'll just go for a few more minutes. Just to keep the video 20 minutes or so. Oh, I do have footage before this, so. Yeah, there is a weird feeling like you almost want to have a uniform coldness on your body, you know. Oh, there's a breeze. Ooh-wee, I felt that. Definitely felt that. All right, yeah. I think I'm gonna call it. Ugh. Not that I'm getting real cold, but I just don't see, really not much more I can say. So let's see what we got here. 18:47. I'll go to 20 minutes and then call it, and then just keep the cameras on while I get dressed, I guess. I don't have a towel or anything, but I'm not really worried about it.
I will say the initial shock of taking my boots and my socks off, and oh, there's a military chopper, I think, overhead. Anyway, the initial shock of stepping into the snow barefoot, that's interesting. The good thing about these videos that are longer videos is you don't really have a lot of editing to do. You don't have to edit anything. All right. Yep, I think I'll call it. What do we got here? 1945. Sit up. Oh wow. Let's see. There we go. What do we got? Let's see what we got up here if I can zoom in. I can't see. Well, anyway, so the camera over here. Ooh, this is almost colder than laying down there. The camera over here and excuse me, get dressed. All right. Whew. Let's see here. Sit here. It's nice. Okay. Whoo-wee. All right, so I'm hoping you can see me. So now what I got to do is brush off my socks, or brush off my feet. I don't want them to be in wet socks. So I'm just using my sweater here to brush them off. Moving around a little bit. There we go. Let's see, did I get the right one? No, not really, but oh well. Yeah, the last thing I want is frozen feet. So now I'm not holding my clothes close to my body for warmth. I'm holding them because I don't have anywhere to put them. There we go. Now some of the feelings that I'm having now, I can feel a little, not a tingle, but how do I put it? It's like, it's a different kind of feeling, I guess. I don't really know how to describe it. I can already feel the warmth from the sock. Oh, that is nice. Now I can put my boots on yet. Now, where's my other sock? Here it is. Make sure this is warm. Yeah, I can totally see how somebody would, I can see how somebody would go running like this. I don't know about barefoot though. I wouldn't run barefoot. Definitely run in some gym shorts and tennis shoes. I don't know if I'd want to wear socks. Wouldn't make much sense. Alright, so now I'll put the shirt and sweatshirt in my underwear here. T-shirt, sweatshirt. Let's see, there we go. Sweatshirt. Now, to give you an idea of how big I am 5'10". Probably right now I'm 225. Yeah, that sounds about right. 225 pounds. There we go. Oh my gosh. Feels so warm. Like unreasonably warm. Alright, so I'll shoot. There's no reason for me to put my underwear on, I guess. I can just stay in this. It's pretty dry. So now, the old pants on. And I can sit here, talk to you guys, and enjoy a coffee and some special treat. Oh, boots on. These boots are hard to get on anyway. There we go. That's the only bad part about these shorts is they scrunch up. Put this up here on me. Oh, there we go. I think that's a little better. Okay, there we go. Now my boots. So I can feel my toes. Move them around a little bit. Feel the coldness in them. Might have to warm them up. Let's see here. There we go. Boots. All right, that's good. Tie those up. This one here. Now I can pull this thing out. Wait. Oh shit, okay. Well. Alright, well, how am I feeling now? Kind of cold. It's strange that I feel cold now, but laying down there, I didn't feel cold. So, perhaps it's a combination of not moving around, or maybe just psychologically my body is like, what are you doing? It's cold. So, in this situation, since it is cold, I'm just gonna sit here, take a breath. have some coffee. That just a few seconds got me feeling a little bit better. Now, there's a tree here that's sort of blocking. Yeah, I'm cold. I better go.